Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Cougarlicious Clubhouse, where we feature women who stand in their own power, celebrates the divine diva, and enjoys a little eye candy. And today we have two fabulous guests for us. We have the wonderful Heather Dragulescu, and who is an improv artist, comedian, and actress. She's been all around town. She's going to tell you all about her theater group and Mom's Basement. So we're going to be learning a little bit more about that. And we have the ever funny Mr. Shamar Green, certainly a rising star here in Las Vegas. I've had a chance to work with him in on several occasions. Funny guy, and I can't wait for you to meet him too. And as for me, I'm your host, DonnaJoy, and I'm one of those ranting retired baby boomers who refuses to get old. Oh, I refuse to get old. And when I talk, men get nervous, women get loud, and some people say, is she allowed to say that?
Cougarlicious, in my power I rise with every step I take. I light up the skies, celebrating me. I'm a star shining bright, enjoying all the eye candy under the moonlight. Oh, cougarlicious, watch me take my stand, grooving to the beat. Come and take my hand.
Wow, yeah, we are back again for this episode on the Cougarlicious Clubhouse. But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Linder Health Skincare. Oh my goodness, it's like healthcare for your skin. I've been using it for years and I just love it. And if you go on to linderhealth.com/Donna, order some product, you'll get a free gift. It's just like saying, Donna sent me. And just to let you all know out there is that we are growing so fast that we are opening up other sponsor opportunities for the show. So if you're interested in sponsoring this channel, please contact me through the website at cougarlicious.com and we'll get you on and we'll be talking about you and probably have you on as a guest as well. So we look forward to that. But without any further ado, I would like to welcome Heather. And Heather, I don't know what I did to your last name. Dragulescu?
Dragulescu. But remember, I don't say it correctly, okay. So it's okay.
So there's really any way that you want to pronounce it is okay.
Go for it, yeah.
Heather, tell us a little. I mean, I know your background. I know you're from Los Angeles. We have worked together.
Yes.
I am so excited that you're here on the show. Tell us about who you are. What are you doing now?
Yeah. Well, I'm still acting, going back to LA and acting, booking commercials or so. Still working on that upward climb to, I don't even want fame. I just want to book 2 commercials a year. That's it. That's bare minimum. But here in Vegas, I'm really focused currently on improv. I teach it. I a co-owner of a theater, Mom's Basement Theater, also a co-owner of Comedy Sports Las Vegas. So I have just been all improv all the time for the last few months, which is why it's been so crazy to be able to get on this, because it's just been
I know I've been
hectic.
trying for months to get you on here.
And for months it's been like, we got to get this theater moving. So it's a really exciting time at the theater.
And it's such a beautiful theater too.
Oh, thank you. It's our little baby black box, and I love it.
It is.
It's truly the heart of, I think, most major cities. They need to have black box theaters that are just there for the community, for the people. They're not like these expensive, huge places to rent out. They're affordable. You can have a dream, put it on our stage, see what happens.
Right, and you have all the technical there.
Yes.
You have the lights, and you have the cameras, and you have the tech, and you have all of that. So it's just walk in, do your show, and do all of that.
Have a good time.
But you are just also such a vibrant, so funny. You're just a funny gal. I know that you were also doing some work with stand up for a while.
Of course, I still do stand up once in a while because I'm like, gotta shake off the cobwebs, make sure I can still do it. And that's one of the things we're excited to bring back to the theater is we really want to have some open mics and do some more stand up there.
Oh, that'd be
not
fun.
Just I mean, you did it first when we opening weekend.
Yes.
You were our
the
stand-up
comedy.
comedian.
It was a la carte, right?
Yes, comedy a la carte.
Yeah.
When I do produce independently, it's under that, but for the most part, it's under Mom's Basement and Comedy Sports right now. But I want to bring comedy there. I want to bring sketch. much. I just love all comedy. There's no such thing as bad comedy. Well, there actually, I take it back. But all
And
forms
Shamar's
of comedy.
really going like, really? You don't think so?
All forms of comedy, I think, are valid, and that's what I really am excited about.
What would you say is the difference between stand-up comedy and improv?
I would say stand-up is a solo sport and improv is a team sport. So in stand-up, unless you're like a duo or something, for the most part, it's kind of about you. You're there. You're having the conversation one-on-one with the audience, right?
Right.
It's you, and it kind of relies on you. In improv, you have the opportunity with your team to have people support you or to set you up for success. And so because of that, you don't have this pressure or onus to be the funniest person at that moment.
Yes, but don't you, and you can tell us your opinion, Shamar. I mean, improv would have a potential to really help a stand-up comic.
Absolutely. I always recommend, that's how I got into improv. I've been doing stand-up comedy for about 5 years or so in LA, and they're like, you should take improv to help you be looser on stage. And then suddenly I was like, oh my God, I'm absolutely in love with this art form. I think it's amazing. And I've really kind of pursued that more aggressively than the stand-up at this point. But it always is beneficial. I will say I have found that stand-up comedians can have a hard time with the transition to doing improv more consistently.
Is that right?
Because again, they want to be sort of that funny person in the scene, and improv's actually not about being funny. It's about being natural, and what's natural is funny.
Listening.
Listening,
It's about
affirming.
listening and reacting.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it really helps with stand-up. Because if you're doing any kind of crowd work, if you're talking to the audience, you're never really sure what they're going to be saying.
Correct.
You kind of hope they're going to give you,
Something
the
good,
response that you can come back with. But supposing they come back with something just like off the cuff, you have to be ready for
Sure,
it. I think
yeah.
that's what improv
Absolutely.
That's what improv
does. I really think it's always beneficial to know both. I think improvisers should do stand up a little bit. Go out to an open mic. Go see how hard it is.
It is a whole different animal.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, I've always said people should pursue being uncomfortable. Don't just stay in the same place. Don't stay at the same club. Don't stay at the same situation, and just do the thing that you always do in front of the same audiences. Go get uncomfortable. If you've never fought for a laugh at a horrible mic, you really haven't experienced. Yeah, right?
Like, you can take one of these with you.
Right, that's true. But like, if you've never had that experience of the stress of like having to talk into a void and get people on your side,
right.
you're not actually going to learn.
Yeah,
how
or
to
if
do
you
the
walk
skill.
out on stage and like there's two people there,
Yeah.
right?
And you're like, they paid, they're getting the show. So
You go, okay, fine, here we are.
Absolutely.
Let's have a party.
Yeah.
This type of thing. Shamar, where are you from, Shamar?
I'm originally from Kentwood, Michigan.
Kentwood, Michigan.
Kentwood, Michigan. Yes,
Yeah, middle of America. There.
Yeah, you know,
right.
you know, lunch pail. You know what I'm saying?
And what brought you out to Las Vegas?
I just pursuing a career in entertainment. I had an uncle who lived out here, so I just, that was more convenient than going straight to LA by myself. So yeah,
it's expensive too.
Right, it's expensive.
Shamar is probably one of the sweetest comedians I have
He
ever
is.
met.
Oh,
man,
Yeah.
y'all too nice.
He is but he is killer on stage. He's got this demeanor that people just get engaged with, and all of a sudden, poof, he puts a little twist at the end. You go, well, that is funny. You won the comedy. We were in what was that showcase that we were in at Wise Guys?
Comedy Rumble.
The Comedy Rumble, yes, and he won the Comedy Rumble.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was so cool. Thank you.
He just kind of like made his way right up the ranks there, and it was, I say, good for Shamar.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and we also worked at Kimmel's together.
We worked at Kim's. I was telling Heather about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we did the showcase with Cherie.
Yes,
And
yeah.
I think you won one of them.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
She got an extra 10 minutes. She being modest, talking about me and stuff. Donna done want some stuff too, man.
Well, it was fun. That was fun, and that was something that was totally unexpected because that was a festival that we were in, and I was just encouraged by all the comics, down at Wise. You should be in it. You should be in it. I was going like, oh yeah, well yeah, maybe, and all that, and turned out pretty good.
Awesome,
Turned out pretty good. Yeah. And you've got this very interesting little T-shirt going here.
Yeah, you ain't have to call it little, man. I'm working on it, But I'm just playing. But This is Money Over Everything. So shout out to my guy JD. He interviewed me about a year and a half ago, and so he was like, "Hey man, you get a free shirt," and he gave me some other stuff too that I don't know what type of show this is, but yeah, he gave me.
Wait, you don't know what kind of show
Yeah.
this is.
He gave me
It's a fun show.
He gave me some herbs.
Oh, he gave me some herbs.
He's into cooking. Did
Oh,
you know?
okay.
I'm into cooking. He gave me some herbs and a free T-shirt. So Money Over Everything. Y'all tap in with my guy JD. Money_over_everything. It's on Instagram. So yeah.
Mo. Just remember Mo.
It's not Mo. Y'all can't be calling it Mo, man. It's like
Well, Mo is money over everything.
see, because then you're gonna have issues with people actually name Mo. It's a licensing thing. He told me to warn people about. That's why. Yeah, his case still pending. So yeah,
The case is. You see what I mean?
not my case, but
And he'll bring you right into it, and then he'll just kind of like twist that around. Yeah. So what are you up to these days?
Oh,
I haven't
man.
seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've been filming. I actually was filming something we call Can't Punch a Sucker yesterday. So that was
Can't
pretty
punch
fun.
a sucker?
Yeah,
Oh my
that
gosh.
was sucker, Donna. It's not ER, it's sucker. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it.
Sucker.
You said it with the hard R. You're not
Oh,
allowed to do that.
Oh, snap. Y'all gonna get Donna can't.
No, Donna can't be answered. She's too sweet.
Linder Health does not approve of this message. I got y'all back, Linder Health. I got y'all back. But yeah, so it's called Camp Punch a Sucker. Basically, there's this former football player, and he's running a camp to make kids tougher, and I'm one of the camp counselors.
Very cool.
So yeah, so we filmed that yesterday at Mount Charleston. Actually, it was very beautiful.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
really. So how long of a film is it?
This is a short film for a festival that he's my guy Jakim. He's submitted to a film festival. I should listen better because he said what festival it was, and I can't remember. So yeah, I'm gonna be a better listener when people talk to me. I'm gonna work on myself. But yeah, so we're gonna put it in a film festival.
Very cool.
I was in a feature film called Snatch that just premiered the Friday before the most recent one. So yeah, August 8th.
So you do more than
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
stand-up
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I love
being
stand-up.
humble.
I love
He's being
all
humble.
of it though.
Yeah.
I love all
He's
of
the
it.
next Denzel.
I'm just Shamar, man. That's pretty damn cool too.
And how long have you been in Vegas?
I've been in Vegas 6 years.
Wow. So
Wow,
yeah. You just
Five years,
Yeah. We've all kind of like come in around the same time. And what brought you to Las Vegas?
Listen, I know people get mad when you say you're from California and you moved to
Oh,
Vegas
man.
in
I know.
2020, but I always tell people my husband's work made us move, so it's because of that. We were already planning on the move. It wasn't because of COVID, so that really was what it was. He was working with one of the major casinos, so we all moved out because you can buy a house in Vegas and
Yes.
you can't in California.
Yes,
So
yes.
I was like, my kids could use a house.
Yeah, beautiful home too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pool. That was
Yeah.
the winning moment. So yeah,
I bet you it's getting a lot of use now.
Oh, God. Well, we actually had a whole thing. I don't want to talk about it, but we got a leak and it's taken 2 months to repair. So
Oh my God.
the heartbreak of owning a pool.
Oh God. Yeah. With
So-
kids who want to use it.
Yeah.
And that's even worse.
Oh my gosh. But it was great moving here. I drive back to LA all the time. I think we're so close.
Mm-hmm.
You can even fly, but I prefer being in the car, having my car with me. So
Yeah, because you do work in Los
I
Angeles.
do.
You
Yeah,
also-
I work in there. I do shows there still. And I have auditions out there. I'm still repped in LA. So why not?
Tell us a little bit about the work that you've done in commercials, and because I know you've done some PSAs. I've seen PSAs.
Yeah,
that you've
the
done.
AARP one, which should not. So if you see the AARP one, please write me. It's not supposed to be airing. It was actually kind of strange. It was from stand-up comedy. I had a vocal instructor I was going to, so I actually recommend for comedians as well. Take voice lessons, take singing lessons, because it actually helps your diaphragm, your breath control, I'm all mumble mouth now, but it really helps your articulation. It's actually very good for you. So I was there, and he was an old friend, and he's like, hey, you should talk to this person. She manages people. Just see if she'll manage you. And she's like, well, Bill loves you, so yeah, fine, whatever. I'll just sign you. Didn't look at anything, didn't watch my
that right?
videos, nothing. Just signed me on the spot. First audition she sends me on, I book. And she's like, what? So I booked pretty quickly, and then nothing for 9 months. And then, but I still got an agent, and within 2 years became SAG. And then, I have a new agent. So it's just part of that grind of the Hollywood scene.
Yeah. And that's such a whole new scene for me. Like I said, I just kind of
Yeah.
jumped into this whole entertainment thing,
yeah.
when I first moved here. Because
Well, you were doing Arthur Miller, though, beforehand, right? Teaching dance?
Arthur Murray.
Oh, Arthur Murray. Arthur Miller.
who's still around, by the way. The studios are still around.
We love you, Murray.
There's one over, I think, on, what is it, Eastern or something?
Yes, there is an Arthur Murray's in town. Yeah, that's when I started. That's really going back in the way back machine. That is going way back. That's like in the 70s, when I did that. So
I remember them being big in the 80s, though, in LA. Seeing the videos, commercials.
Well, Arthur Murray's, did rise to one of the largest ballroom schools internationally.
Wow.
Which is one of the reasons why I went to teach there, because I was in Connecticut. And I was, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And I was already into dance. And I said, I'll learn ballroom dancing. That'll be kind of cool. And Arthur Murray's was worldwide. And I said, if I'm good at it, I could, maybe travel. Maybe kind of change it.
But have you seen photos of young Donna?
I'm looking at young Donna right now.
But even younger Donna, the 70s Donna.
Not the
she
70s
is
Donna.
So hot. It's ridiculous. You're like, Donna. Donna was over at.
And that's a funny thing. That's a very funny thing, because I did do very well when I got started with Arthur Murray's, all right?
Because you're cute button.
Yeah. And I always took the top teaching awards. And top teaching awards were based on sales. I mean, I was like a top producer. And that's how I actually got to San Diego. I transferred through the chain from Arthur Murray, from Connecticut to San Diego. That was my path. But I used to think at the time, oh, I am such a great salesperson. I am so great. Because I would just show a contract to a student and he'd sign the paper. Just like that. And when
you was putting people in 360 deals, Donna. You was Bad Boy Records at the Arthur Murray dance studio.
And I look back at pictures of myself and I'm going, oh my God, I had long hair, hot pants, high boots.
You used your assets.
I might have signed with you. I
didn't know I was using my assets. That's what I mean. It was just like, I just thought I was just a great salesperson.
Donna, you put the hot pants back on. I promise you'll get the same reaction still.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. These
you was Suge Knight and dancers in Connecticut. That's crazy. I didn't know you was like that.
You got to put an insert here of you.
We really should. Just hot. Well, no, you have to go onto the website. If you go onto my website, you'll see pictures. I do have it in my About section. You could see the images because I did put some of those dance things.
Hottie.
Yeah, but that's a true story. I really thought I was just like the greatest salesperson.
Maybe a little bit too. Like
but I enjoy. I've been in sales now over years, so it's like But when I just laughed one time when I did look at it and say, oh, no wonder I got all those awards. It's like, how much will this program cost? It'll cost $2,500. Oh, okay. It's fine. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you had the sauce. I ain't gonna lie. Sound like you
still got the sauce.
It sound like you.
Fun stuff.
But that is a talent, though. Like, if you just look so good that people are like, you know what? Let me go ahead and sign that. That's God-given talent. Ain't no
God-given talent. Yes, God-given talent.
God-given talent.
God gave me the gifts. God gave me gifts.
On God.
Oh, God. So what is the most unusual job that you've had? What would you say?
I mean, I spent years, I guess it's unusual for some people, but I was a producer for theme parks for many years.
Oh, wow.
And so I produced like a $500 million theme park in Dubai, just lived the life of roller coasters and stage shows. And
how old were you when you were doing that?
In my 30s, I became like a producer. I started as a coordinator kind of in my late 20s and then worked all the way up through my 30s. And then I just didn't, it's hard. It's really tough to want to travel that long of time. I actually was offered Epic to be able to produce that in Universal that just opened. And at that point, I had kids who were pretty young and I adopted them. So we were just a brand new family. And I said, I can't take a job that I know is going to have me absent from their life for many hours of the day during their high school years. And I said, that's just...
Right. You have a fabulous family. I've met her kids.
They're very cute.
Absolutely beautiful.
I know, I picked them. I was there literally on a website. I was like, those ones are cute.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
AdoptUSKids.org.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on. No,
there's a real website. And they were great. And I'm glad I adopted them. And I'm glad I turned that job down because that's what it had to be. And if I had not taken that job, or if I had taken the job, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
And, I think it's great, the life and the trajectory I'm on.
Yeah, where our paths take us. Yeah. And what about you, Shamar? Do you have any interesting odd jobs,
No, like odd jobs?
Odd jobs, early jobs?
Early jobs, yeah. So when I was 19, I worked at a Taco Bell for like 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah, I was like one shift.
Fired or quit?
I quit.
Okay.
8 hours. I was like, you know what? People eat here too much. It's moving too fast for me. So yeah, I was putting cinnamon twists on the tortilla wraps. The manager was getting upset. Yeah, it was all bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do everybody a favor. I'm gonna get this little $80 y'all gave me for the day. I'm gonna just stop coming.
I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm going to stop coming.
Yeah. No more cinnamon twist burrito wraps.
Listen, you could have been creating something new and improved for their menu.
Well, hey,
I think I started COVID. I think I did when I was making all those tortillas. I was putting stuff in.
I was a salad girl one time. Yes, and that was an interesting job because
Donna, you are walking such a fine line here, tossing salads as a little hottie in the 70s.
Signing people to 360 deals. I mean, this is crazy.
So what does a salad girl do?
A salad girl. That's what they called you. It was like in a steakhouse, okay? And they had this little island like that was visible to all the patrons, and you were in this island making salads. You know, and so it's a salad
you literally
girl.
were like
literally
tossing
a salad
salads.
girl, yeah. And oh my God, I mean, and you know and everybody in those days, you got a salad with your dinner. I mean, you actually got a meal when you ordered a meal. You know, you had your salad, you had your sides, everything was included, and the waiters and waitresses would come over and say, 1 Roquefort, 1 French, 1, and I'd have to put the salads together and who knows if I ever got them all right or something, you know, and sometimes they'd come back and this is wrong, okay. Then I take the new dressing, throw it on top. I was terrible. I was not a good salad.
It don't sound like it at all.
But it was a good summer job, though. It was a good summer job.
If they put you out in the dining hall, you would have been great.
Yeah.
All the men would have had like the healthiest blood work, you know, right after that, just come back for salad after salad, I'm sure.
Yes, hi, salad? Roquefort or vinaigrette. And that's it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy. So now, are you? Let the ladies know. Are you single?
I'm single. To all the ladies out there, I'm
Shamar
single.
is single, ladies. Yes, this man is single.
Yeah.
And where are you? Are you performing? Any stand-up anywhere?
Not at the moment. I am not booked at the moment. You can catch me at an open mic working my stuff out. So yeah, for now, I've just been focused on filming. I've been swarmed with that, and swarmed in a good way. I don't mean that's such a. I'm gonna put a positive spin on the word swarm. I've been swarmed with that.
Absolutely, always put a positive spin. Always, you always have a very vibrant, positive attitude.
Thank
and
you.
how can people find you online? Do you have?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's all the same. Shamar_Green 712. The 712 is because my birthday is July 12th. So yeah.
My birthday is July 21st.
So my birthday's July 4th.
721.
Look at
Oh
us.
my
Cancers at the
God, we are the cancers at
Free
the
the hard
table.
way, man.
Cougarlicious cancers.
All right.
Let's celebrate
Cancers,
the cancer
but I'm not
yes.
a cougar or licious. I'm just a cancer, everybody. How did you? I know you're supposed to be asking the questions, but how did you come up with like adding delicious to it? I'm curious. I like it. It's
It
cool.
just came up in a stand-up, you know, that I was doing, and I started talking about being a cougar, and then I said, and I said, well, I made up this website, you know, cougarlicious.com. And it kind of stuck. And women just kept coming up to me afterwards saying, you're saying what I'm thinking. You're saying what I'm thinking. And I thought, well, this is really interesting. So, and I really wanted to take the idea of cougar, which is usually an older woman looking after younger men, you know, hawking after younger men. But I said, I really want to change that narrative. You know, I really want to, especially today with women's empowerment. Okay, the younger women, especially today, really need a lot of encouragement and a lot of support and a lot of, you know, go for it, you know, and that's what I think. So I took the idea of the cougar and the cougarlicious and kind of expanded. And as you can see here, we have Stand in Your Power, you know, right on the cup. And this is my goal. And that it just kind of evolved from the stand-up and from response I was getting from audience people. And I really want to just change, like I said, change the perspective, change the narrative on what it is to be cougarlicious, so that, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it just seemed to fit, you know, and it's very well received.
Absolutely.
You know? And yeah, from women, like I said, 35 to 65. it's applicable.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fun for men too.
I'm happy to be here, man. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
Because we really do
fellas.
appreciate our eye candy.
Oh man, I'm glad I could be eye candy, man. I'm glad, man. I'm proud, man. Salute.
Oh my goodness. Oh well. Anyway, I do want to mention because we're running out of time already. Look at this. I do want to mention that on October 3rd, I'm going to be co-hosting a special event. It's a fundraiser for bestbuddies.org, and it's going to be held at the Balkan Bar. It's an event space right where the composer's room is. You know, it's right in that center there. It's a big, beautiful place. It will be on Friday, October 3rd. I'll be getting more information about it, you know, because we just concluded that yesterday, but it's going to be a very exciting event. And Best Buddies is an organization that's kind of like Big Brothers and Sisters, only for disabled children and young adults and all of that. So it's going to be a really great cause. We're
Awesome.
really looking forward to that and just being really excited about that.
Very cool.
So I got that, and I've got a couple of other things in the makings. I'll be going to Connecticut, and I'll be performing at a winery down there out there,
fun.
so that'll be kind of fun in a couple of weeks, and that's that. So my goodness, yeah, we're running out of time. I do want to bring back again our sponsor, Linder Health Skincare, healthcare for your skin. Actually, we had Danae Markland on last week. She's the vice president of one of the vice presidents. She does a lot of formulations and things like that.
Cool.
She was on the show last week talking about it. But I just really love this stuff. And then also, as we were clinking with our online, with our little mugs here, you can find these mugs on our online store at cougarlicious.com, as you can see here. And we have wine glasses. We've got the mugs. We have got, as we scroll along, we've got t-shirts and we've got crop tops. We've got panties and tote bags. And we even have a couple of other things we've just added to the store too. So if you'd like to get any of the merchandise, again, just go on to cougarlicious.com. And if you subscribe to the newsletter, online, then in the newsletter, you will be getting a monthly discount for the store. So sign up for the newsletter, get those discounts, and just enjoy yourself. Just become Cougarlicious. Okay, and I think that's about it. But I also do want to thank everybody who has been sharing and subscribing this show. We have been growing like crazy. We've grown like crazy. We have got people subscribing from Connecticut, Florida, Texas, Arizona. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how this is all spreading across the country. So we're gonna be great.
I know they love you in Connecticut still. After that story you told us earlier, I know Connecticut, them your number one fans. Like, they be like, that's all Donna.
I hope so. Hey, listen, we gotta go. So bye everybody, and we'll see you next episode.
Bye, Cool.